everyone, welcome back to The Underserved. It's been a while since the last time I uploaded a video. In-enjoy ko muna yung time ko with my family, and that's a good thing about YouTube, and that's one of the reasons kung bakit ko create yung channel. So whenever I have the time, whenever I have the will power to do such things, I can record or make a video anytime I want to. So it's always good to disconnect and reconnect. But for today, I would like to talk about my experience. It's an ongoing experience for me. I am about to go back to China after 6 months here in the Philippines. So kailangan na ulit magtrabaho, mag-ipon, and all those things. So as you can see on the title, today I'm going to talk about my pre-departure quarantine here in Manila. So as you may know, China still requires inbound travelers to undergo quarantine in a designated hotel. I am currently on day 4 of the 5 days pre-departure quarantine. So if everything goes well, I'll be able to board my flight tomorrow, bound to Xiamen. So hindi muna ako makakarekta sa Shanghai because there's no direct flight yet from Manila to Shanghai. So I would need to enter a different port that has a direct flight from Manila to China, and that's gonna be Xiamen, which is near in Taiwan. It's at the southern part of China, so sobrang lapit lang sa atin. It will only take like 2 hours from Naiya to Xiamen Airport. But yeah, I thought I would create this video kasi sobrang komplikado ng proseso. Usually, you just have to go online or visit the website of your preferred airline to book your flight ticket. But today, at least during this time of pandemic, there are no commercially available flights. So what you need to do is to book or to talk to an agent and a lot of other things that you need to do or to consider before your flight schedule. And that's why I'm creating this video kasi I know there's so many Filipinos right now who are trying to gather more information about the processes that are, by the way, constantly changing. And most of those who actually publish or make videos online, specifically in YouTube, they are coming from Western or European countries, so medyo magkaiba yung rules and regulations per country. So today I'm gonna talk about those rules or regulations if you plan to go back to China from Manila. So, and again, I mentioned that it's constantly changing, so I would like to mention that for more accurate or more up-to-date regulations about going back to China, always refer to the website of the Chinese embassy for your home country kasi they will post updates there kung may mga changes man, especially like this month. Pagdating ko ng Xiamen, it will only take 7 days for me that I have to stay in a hotel. Before, for the month of June, like you have to quarantine yourself in a designated hotel for 14 days. So not only that it is expensive, but also sobrang tagal nun. So for now, there are changes na I would say pro or advantages for those foreigners who plan to go back to China. But yeah, today I'll try to share my experience and maybe share some tips to help you get prepared should you decide or if you have the same plans in going back to China. So I did categorize it to major 4 topics that I'm gonna be talking about today. And first one is to book your flight ticket. So I already mentioned during the first part of the video na it's not the usual setup if you want to book your flight ticket that you just have to go to the website of your preferred airlines or visit third-party websites like Kiwi, Trip.com, those stuff. It won't work that way because again, there are no commercially available flights, so you have to talk to an agent who is actually a licensed or legit seller of these direct flight tickets bound to China. I would say it's very or even unreasonably expensive. But what to do? Kailangan mong mag-book ng ticket. Hopefully, mas magmumura siya this coming months. Especially that, China is trying to revamp the economy because they've been going to back-to-back lockdowns for, different provinces across the country. But yeah, so book your flight ticket, and then my recommendation is to talk to multiple agents because somehow, although the price range is same lang naman, pero there's still gonna be a significant difference kasi yung presyo is RMB, so kapag kinonvert mo sa peso, medyo malaki yung difference din minsan. And not only for you to compare the prices, but also for you to have a good feel on how they typically answer the questions. So we know that China's primary language is Mandarin, so although especially in Shanghai, people there are becoming more comfortable in using English language. But anyways, regarding booking your flight, talk to an agent who is also comfortable in using English language whenever they will be answering your questions. For me, that's very important kasi again, rules are changing, so dapat one of your reliable source ng mga updates is yung agent mo. So if they're comfortable to use English language, then they'll be able to answer questions and you will not be confused or anything of that nature. So pretty much that's it for booking your flight ticket. And my second is preparation. So for preparation, on top of making sure that your documents are complete, when I say preparation, you have to make sure that you are healthy as well. So sobrang higpit ng China when it comes to proving that you don't have any or you did not acquire the virus before you take your flight or before you board your flight to China. So you have to be prepared. Ironically, if you're leaving your home country, you will be spending a lot of time outside, visit a lot of places. But this time it's kind of different story for me. So I had to stay away from crowd. I had to quarantine myself from home and make sure that I'm healthy. So I'm drinking salabat. Nagbumumog ako palagi ng water na maligamgam with salt and eat a lot of fruits, take vitamins, A to Z vitamins, I would say, and those stuff. So once you have prepared your documents, you stayed away from crowd. My recommendation for you as well is to pack foods during the quarantine kasi there are back-to-back quarantine that's gonna happen. Quarantine here in Manila before your flight schedule, another quarantine in your port of entry in China. So usually they will serve food for you, but if you're a type of person like me na gusto ko yung parang palaging nagkikrave ako sa mga Filipino foods like sardinas. Ayun, nagdala ako ng maraming sardinas, noodles, because sometimes nagugutom ka lang and to order food online sa hotel kung saan ka man nagka-quarantine is expensive as well. So to save some money and for you to satisfy your cravings, bring some food, pack those favorite foods that you have as well. And yun, kapag that's gonna be for preparation, kapag prepare ka na sa you stayed away from crowd, napack mo na yung mga kailangan mo sa luggage, and you make sure that your documents are complete. Third would be the pre-departure quarantine. So eto na dito na mag-start yung game. But before that, before you go to a designated hotel of the airlines, it is a requirement for you to get 2 COVID tests with negative results. And you cannot choose the laboratory. So meron ding designated lab kung saan kailangan mong magpa-test. So the main goal is negative in order for you to be able to move to the next step, which is the actual quarantine. So yung sa akin, it was in Pasay, and I had to pay 8,000 pesos for 2 tests. And I got the result the next day, same day. The agent or the point of contact for that specific flight will inform you that you have to pack your things and you have to arrive in a designated hotel during this time. In my case, I received the report with fortunately negative results around 3 p.m. and the POC and the agent told me na I have to be in the hotel at 8 p.m. So, kailangan medyo mabilis ka pumilos, at the same time, make sure na kumpleto yung gamit mo. But it's not the, I mean, that is when the game will resume. So, it's not enough that you only have 2 COVID tests. So, during your 5 days quarantine, before your flight schedule, every single day, itatest ka ulit nila for COVID. So the main goal is for you to stay negative until your flight schedule. Kasi kapag nag-positive ka at any point in time, you have to go back home. So hindi ka na makaka-move sa next step. So yun yung pinaka-agony. Kasi even if you had like negative result prior to quarantine in the hotel, it takes few days for the COVID virus to incubate, right? So you can never know. So you have to make sure as well na during the quarantine, you keep yourself healthy. To lessen the agony, make sure that you're drinking lukewarm water. And for me, salabat talaga. Yun talaga yung iniinom ko. And then, if you know ginger bon, it's like a ginger candy, chewy candy na I bought from Mercury. So, I highly recommend for you to have that as well packed, just in case you feel like symptoms, mild symptoms of COVID-19. You have those medications or essentials available for you. So right now, again, I'm on my 4th day of quarantine. So far, negative lahat, but I still have that uncertainty na malay mo yung result for tomorrow will be positive, hopefully not. But it's better to, expect the worst and be prepared for and have plans from A to Z. So yun lang, I might make another video for what will happen tomorrow and the next coming days. Kung negative, then I'll be able to share my experience as well pag board ko ng flight and pagdating ko ng Xiamen or ng China. So for now, yun lang muna. Hopefully, you find this helpful. The script is kind of scattered, but this is very random. Like, I just decided to create a video and share my experience. If you have questions, especially sa mga OFWs bound to China, please leave comment below. I'd be more than happy to answer those with my knowledge and with what I know, of course. But for now, thank you so much for watching. It's been a while. Expect more videos from me kasi I want to document this adventure as well. It's not the usual setup of going back to China, so I wanted to go back to these videos as well in the future, regardless kung ano man maging resulta. But for now, you guys enjoy the rest of the day. I hope you keep safe.